As your family grows and changes, so do your design needs. We're here at the Riggins home, where the birth of their daughter has created new organizational challenges for the family. Let's see if we can get them back on track.
Hi, Dee Dee, come on in. This is a nice place. Yeah, come on and see it.
So what's the problem? This place looks good.
It's actually not this room, it's her playroom. That's kind of a mess. I think being first-time parents, we didn't know she came with so much, and it just seemed to be growing out of the walls.
Amy and Brett had no idea how to manage the clutter and no time to deal with the problem.
Yeah, I don't have time.
There's no time, yeah.
Finding time to
Not a lot of
shower.
time.
Yeah.
Tell me what the problem is for you guys in this space.
Well, it seems to be a room that we just throw everything. Right now, there's nowhere to, at the end of the day, put it away. I knew we wanted to do something with it. I knew the idea, but I couldn't go from point A to point B.
Brett, what do you see happening in this space?
I'd like to see some color on the walls.
Some color on the wall. What kind of colors were you thinking?
I'd like to make it look very beachy. I'm a surfer, and I surf as much as possible, and I'd like to see some blues and some sandy tones on the wall, and all together beach theme.
Nice. Well, you guys know what you want. I think now it's just about executing it and getting it done. I think definitely some storage. We'll put some color on the wall and maybe do some rearranging and bring in some original art. I have a wonderful project for you guys as a family to do, and I think you're really going to like it. And I think she's going to like it too. Are you ready to get started?
Absolutely.
All right, the first thing we need to do is clear the room out. I asked the family to pitch in to take everything out of the room so we could see how much space we had to work with. Let's talk about this chest of drawers. Whose is it?
This is mine. To get ready for work every morning, I go in the back room and get dressed.
I don't really like it.
Yes, she wanted to get rid of my things.
By utilizing this as your closet to get dressed in the morning and having some storage down below here, that allows us to take this out of the space and open up this room a little bit more. Does that sound
Perfect,
good?
yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get it out of here.
Okay. Perfect.
This is lighter than
When the space was clear, it became a clean canvas. Brett loves the beach, so I wanted to put something in this room that would make him feel really comfortable being in the space. So I chose these two paints from Sherwin-Williams. I chose them from the Harmony line. It's a great line, especially if you're using it in kids' rooms. No VOCs. It's really good quality paint. So I've gone with this beautiful misty light blue gray tone, and I'm pairing it up with a really nice beige hue. This is going to be the accent wall, and this is going to wrap around the room, making it feel really warm and inviting. Next step, prepping the room for color. When you're using more than one color in a space, it's really important to prep your room and tape off the areas that you don't want the other color to go. This may look very light in the paint tray, but once the paint starts to dry, it's really going to warm up nicely and just give that subtle beach vibe to the room. This is our second color, a nice sandy tone, creating that beach vibe that the family really like. Amy and Brett's main problem was clutter, so I challenged the family to figure out what they could donate and what to keep.
Keep this, because my aunt made this.
We're good.
No. We're
sure?
not good. We're not good.
I don't want to get rid of anything. She wants to get rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge.
Any of them.
I really, really don't want to get rid of any of these books. I mean...
But there's so many of them, Brett, and she can't even read yet.
Do I hear a little fight going on over books?
A little bit over.
A little bit.
You know, there's so many places that you can donate books. You can donate them to your library, maybe a local preschool, even just a shelter.
Yep.
But definitely keep the pile of books that you love to read to her the most, the ones at bedtime, the ones at nap time. One baby, a few books. I wanted the room to be a surprise for Amy, so I distracted the family with a little paint job of their own. Have you guys figured out what we're doing? Some family art for the walls. Don't go out and buy expensive pieces, make them yourself. I got various photo frames, and you guys can do your own original artwork.
We have no art in the room at all, so it was nice to hear her cost-effective way to do art. Let's do pink.
Something that is in your everyday life that you wouldn't think is so easy to make art out of, like finger painting and letting Isla kind of just go to town on a piece of paper with some colors. It's our little artist, so it means a lot.
Yeah.
To bring a sense of order to the space, I purchased some well-priced bookshelves for storage. I think Amy's going to be surprised when she sees these because these are just typical standard bookshelves, but what we're going to do with these is create a book nook.
Oh my, it's a completely different room. I can't see any toys.
I picked up 3 bookshelves and basically turned it into a book nook. This is a wonderful way to display your items in your kids' room and really make it of an interest, a focal point. And we did that through the art that you and your family did here on the wall.
Love it.
So the wonderful thing about your couch is that it's perfect for this room size.
Right.
But the other thing is this chest here. When you have guests over or you're just sitting watching the kids play, it can be an adult space.
Right.
But then you can also house toys in this chest.
I would never have been able to imagine it like that. I couldn't believe that they did it all in an afternoon, to be quite honest.
Well, that's the thing. DIY projects don't have to take a whole weekend. They don't have to be a week process. It's something that you can actually do in an afternoon. In just a few hours, the room was totally transformed with storage, homemade art pieces, and a fresh coat of paint.
That'll be a room where we always go to set the kids down and sit ourselves, and I think it'll definitely be a room that we use a lot now.
Thank you, Dee Dee.